Hi everyone, how's it going? This is Darren Dulovich, affiliated kinesiologist of the Canadian Kinesiology Alliance, and thank you for joining on the third class of 30 minutes of cardio. So we're going to get things started right away. We're going to start in our tabletop position. So feet, knees, hands on the ground. First thing we are going to do is a cat camel. So we want to draw our hips and our chin inwards. And then we want to extend them back out. And we're going to do this at a good steady pace for about 3 times. Get that chest to open, get that back to open a little. Get ready for the class ahead. Okay, and now we are going to do our bird dog. So right arm, left leg, straight out in front, and then left arm, right leg, straight out in front. Going to do this about 4 times. Really feel the kickback in your glutes. Hope everyone is doing well. It's a bit of a heat wave started outside of Winnipeg. So if that is not enough to get your sweat on, then this class is perfect for you. Okay, next thing that we are going to do are tabletop sweeps. So this one's going to be a little bit different. To start, we're going to take our left hand. We are going to bring it underneath our body. We are going to be looking at our hand the entire time, so make sure you rotate your head as appropriate. Then we are going to lift our left arm out onto our left side, point it straight up to the sky, making sure that we're keeping eye contact with our hand. Going to sweep under, reach out to the sky, and one more. We are going to sweep under, reach out to the sky. Now we're going to do this with our left to our right side. So right hand is going under and out. Go ahead, nice moderate tempo, nothing too fast. We don't want to really jerk out at the end of our range. We want to keep things nice and smooth. Okay, now we are going to do our inchworm progressions. So if you don't remember, starting off with our standing up, we are going to reach down in front of our toes. And we are going to walk our hands out. You want to keep your feet relatively close. So starting with our left side, we are going to first bring our left knee forward, close to our hands. This is a half frog stance. Then we are going to go back to the top of a table, the top of a push-up position. And then we are going to reach up to the sky with our left hand, keeping our eyes on the hand as we're doing so. And then for the dynamic pigeon, we are going to tuck our left leg underneath our body so that our left foot is pointing out to the right side. Going to rest our body weight evenly on our calf. And we are going to go nice and down until we feel a stretch at our glutes. More off to the side. Hold for a couple seconds and then ease your way out. Back to the top of a push-up position. Now we are going to walk our hands back a little. And we are going to walk our hands back out. And so we are going to do the same thing with our right hand. So we are going to get into our semi-frog stance. Driving our left foot and our right foot and knee close to our hands. Gonna go back to the top of a push-up position. Rise our right arm to the sky. Keeping our eyes on our hand. And then we are going to put our right leg underneath our body. Go down nice and slow until we feel a tug at our glutes. Hold for a couple seconds. And then to the top of a push-up position, we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. And we are going to slowly stand vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, so that concludes our quick little warm-up. Go get into the cardio program right away. Okay, first thing we're going to do is some jogging in space. Trying to get myself centered. There we go. Get a nice tempo going for you. Let's start getting our heartbeat up a little bit. Get our legs moving. Okay, and the next thing that we're going to do are side shuffles or side steps. And we're going to do those now. Trying to warm up in as many different planes of motion as possible. So for our first three pieces, we're going to start on the ground. We're going to be doing our bicycle kicks, our fire hydrants, and our mountain climbers. So we're going to do one more of these. Okay, now we are going to go on our back, making sure that our lower back is kept in contact with the floor at all times. If you want, you can add a small crutch to this, and you just want to start kicking your legs in place. Just like that. If you don't want to do the crutch, that's okay. Just make sure that you're keeping your lower back in contact with the floor. And that'll be nice and good. You can move your legs as vigorously as you see fit. A couple more seconds of this, and then we're going to go into our tabletop position for our fire hydrants. So 3, 2, 1, tabletop position. Okay, and so for our fire hydrants, we're going to alternate between our left and right sides, and we are going to bring our leg out directly to the side of us. You could take these as fast as or as slow as you like. Good work. Next thing that will be coming up are mountain climbers. So a couple more fire hydrants, and then a minute of mountain climbers. After the mountain climbers, we can stand up. Mountain climbers, and go. So making sure that we're alternating, driving our knees towards our hands, if you can imagine. And with whatever leg is being extended, so you don't necessarily have to keep the knees soft. You can if you feel a little bit safer that way. Just try to step back as much as you can. A couple more seconds of these, and then we can stand up. Okay, you can stand up. Okay, next thing we got going on our knee pulls. So we're going to pull ourselves up while driving our knees up as well. Take a couple of steps to the side and bring our left knee up. So right knee, 1, 2, 3, left knee. Right knee, 1, 2, 3, left knee. If you want a less vigorous exercise, you don't have to move your arms. This is completely fine as well. Just keep that emphasis and driving that knee up. Okay, very good. Okay, after this are going to be our, I can't even read that. Wow. Speed skaters, sorry about that, everyone. Okay, speed skaters in 3, 2, 1, and go. So you want to, so if you're going over to the left, you want to cross over with your right. And if you're on the right foot, you want to cross over with your left foot. Just like that. Getting some arm movement in there to have more stability. If this is a little freakish for you, then you can simply go like this. Just a little squat at the end. But if you're comfortable, you could cross over to the back with your foot. "15 more seconds of this, and then we'll get back to our light jogging in space. Okay, jog it out. Grab some water if you like. Okay, and after this, we are going to do everything in reverse. So we're going to start with the speed skaters first, and we are going to end with the side shuffles last. A little bit more jogging. Reset my timer here. 15 more seconds. If you're finished with your water break, it's nice of you to join us again. Okay, speed skaters in 5 seconds. And go. Good work, everyone. Try to keep the distance between your steps as equal as possible. If they aren't, then you might have an imbalance on leg strength. We want to make sure that the inside and outside part of our legs are as equal as they can be. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, and then we're going to be going on to our knee pulls. 3, 2, 1, and go. Left side, right side, left side, and right side. Get a nice tempo going for you. If you want to go faster, go ahead. If you want to go a little bit slower, then that's all right as well. Just remember the talk test. Can you talk in full sentences? Can you talk in half sentences? Can you sing? Can you not talk at all? These are important cues to keep in mind so that we get the benefits that we would like to have without overdoing it either. 10 more seconds of these, then we're going to go down to the ground and get in some mountain climbers. Okay, tabletop position in 3, 2, 1, and mountain climbers. Make sure to breathe. Keep your hands planted strongly on the ground in front of you, about shoulder width apart. Halfway there. Apologies in advance if this mic is bumping into my chin and making noise. Okay, we're going to be moving on to the fire hydrant soon. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and fire hydrants. Remember, if you want to make the fire hydrants a more intense workout, then you could go into a bear stance, where instead of your hands, knees, and toes, it is simply knees and toes. Lift our knees a little bit off the ground, and do our fire hydrants like so. Okay, halfway there. Knees are a little high there. Get down a little lower. Next up are going to be our bicycle kicks. So we're going to be on our back with our lower back on the ground all the time. If you want to get a crutch in, you could do that. 5 seconds. And the tabletop position onto our back. Lift our legs up in kind of a 90-90 fashion and start pedaling. If you want, you can think about pedaling backwards even. It might look the same, but if you could kind of trick your mind into using different muscles this way. Okay, 20 more seconds of this, and then we'll be off to our side shuffles again. Okay, you can stand up into your side shuffles in 3, 2, 1, and go. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing okay? Try not to go for water yet. This will be the last set until I ask you to go back into a light jog. So just keep up with me for a little while longer if you can, please. Halfway there. Good work, everyone. Okay, 10 more seconds. And light jog, water break. All right, good stuff. Going to go to the home stretch soon. So we've been doing everything for about a minute each. So for this last one, going to do more of the vigorous activities. So for the first minute, we are going to do our mountain climbers. Second minute, we are going to do our speed skater. And then the next minute, last minute really, will be our burpees. And then we'll be on to our cool down. Okay, 15 seconds before we get into a tabletop position. For our mountain climbers, okay, in 5 seconds. And tabletop position for mountain climbers. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed during this 3-minute stretch, but you are doing a great job. Just keep it up. Don't allow your mind to quit. Okay, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, stand up for our speed skaters. Ooh. I had to think about that one for a while. Remember to move your arms. Help you keep it a little stable. Having your arms down will lower your center of gravity too. Ten seconds, and then we'll move on to our burpees. 5, 4, 3, 1, and burpees. So hands on in front, get back in your legs. Move your legs up into a frog stance, stand up, jump in the air, kick back, frog stance, jump, or if you want to, you could just stand up normally, like this. Going at your own tempo, your own intensity. Halfway there. Okay, 10 more seconds. So get in 1 or 2 more. And we are going to go back into jogging into place. Okay. Very good. Okay, we don't want to stop and stretch right away. We want to start getting our heart rate down and our breathing to normalize a little bit before we go into the stretches. How did that feel, everyone? If you got water, go ahead and drink some. We'll stay jogging in place for a little more than a minute here, just because the last 3 exercises that we did are kind of intense. Want to give ourselves a chance here. Okay, you should feel yourself being a little less overwhelmed. Maybe your breathing is coming down a little bit. Maybe your heart rate doesn't feel like it's pounding so intensely. Okay, so we can kind of ease out of this jog. Okay, now for our first stretch, we're going to do the child's pose and cobra. So, want to sit on our feet, have our legs angled out, tucked in front of us, arms straight out in front, and we are going to tuck our chin into the space here, 5 good breaths, 5 in through the nose, and 5 through the mouth. Okay, very good. Okay, now we're going to go on a cobra position. So from here, we can get into a tabletop position, put ourselves down prone on the ground, and with our arms, extend our spine. You don't feel like you have to go too crazy on this. Just even a slight little tug will do. 5 breaths in through the nose and out the mouth. Looking out in front. Okay, so now we are going to sit normally with our legs straight out in front of us at an angle. We're going to do our hurler stretch. So starting with the left side, our left arm is going to lead with our right hand directly on top. Okay, you don't want it going too far out or too far behind. You kind of want to keep your fingertips approximately even, going as far as you can. Everyone is going to have a different level of stretch that they could go. Oh, actually with your right leg, you could tuck it in towards your knee as well. Make things a little bit easier. Not only should you feel a stretch on your hamstrings and your glutes, but you might feel a stretch in your lats. That's normal. And keeping the knee down on the ground. You might feel like you want to move your left hand further away from your body. Whatever position you start off with is the position that you want to maintain for the stretch. So that was our left side. And now our right side. So left leg tucked in towards our knee, right arm leading, left hand directly over top. Knee stays in contact with the ground. Okay, very good. We can stand up and do our quad stretch. If you want to hold something for balance, you're more than welcome to. So we want to grab our left foot with our left hand. We want to flex our knee, but we also want to extend at the hips. So we want to get our quads and our hip flexors all in one. Going to do the same thing with our right side. So foot in hand, flex knee, and flexed hip. Kind of think about tugging your foot to the back with your arm here. Okay, ease our way out. Okay, last thing we're going to do are our rear delts. So we are going to take our left arm and we are going to, with our right arm, pull our upper arm towards our body. So you feel a stretch around here. Get some good breaths in. Notice the pile of sweat accumulating in front of you. That's a sign that you're doing some very good work. And the other side. Okay, with that, that concludes the 30 minutes of cardio for this time around. I'll see you back next Wednesday. Comments, questions, feel free to leave them below. I have to give myself a towel before the salt starts to burn my eyes. Thank you for joining.